Hey guys, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I've had a pretty interesting conversation regarding this knife right here. The Kershaw Tilt Vanex 75. I promised you guys I would test this knife, and I still plan on testing the knife, but I'm not gonna be using, sorry about that, I'm not gonna be using the format that I've been running with for the past few tests. This seems to be kind of a point of contention with some people. I really don't know why it's such a big deal. I did say that the knife didn't seem to cut well with this rope. I didn't say the knife was shit. I didn't say the knife sucked. I said the knife didn't cut this rope well, so I elected not to do this test. And that really seemed to bother some people. I don't know if they were being presumptuous and just kind of thought that I would do this test anyway, or they were just really wanting me to do this test for some reason or another. But this knife doesn't cut this rope well, and I have a few ideas of why that is. First of all, it's a straight edge, so if I'm going to do slicing cuts, I have about 1/4 of an inch of blade that's actually usable in doing these slicing cuts. It's going to be that portion of the knife right there doing the lion's share of the cutting, and it's just not going to last long. This little portion of this edge is just not going to last. So what's the point of doing the test? If I back the rope up here and do this, I'm doing nothing but push cutting, in which case it literally doesn't cut the rope. The edge, the material behind the edge is just too thick. I love this knife. I love Kershaw. I love the guy who designed this knife, but I'm not going to bullshit you. The knife doesn't cut well. It doesn't cut this rope well, at least. Look at this. I'm push cutting with literally all of my force, and I can't get through this rope. This is a 1/4 inch of sisal rope. So tell me, how did you take offense with me not wanting to test the cuts with this rope? Sorry, it's late. It's my knife. I can choose not to do whatever tests I want to do or not do. It sounded like I'm mad about it. I'm really not mad about it. It was just kind of contentious and presumptuous, and it just kind of bugged me. Some people thought that maybe I'm just scared to use this knife, which I'm not. I own 3 of them. I'm not scared to use it at all. I have just thought about it, and I didn't put this on camera, and I guess that's where my mistake was. Even when I'm slicing, I'm putting literally all of my force into this, and it just barely got through that. And again, it was the last 1/4 inch of this knife that was doing all of the cutting. So I would last probably one of these strands before the edge was ruined, and then I would test the edge, and of course it would cut until I got to the tip. What would that show you? It would show you nothing. Nothing. It would show you that I wore out an 1/8 of the blade. What did that do? And if I push cutted, which I want to make sure you're seeing this on camera, you are. If I push cut the rope, which it's impossible. I literally put all 180 pounds on this knife. There, it got halfway through. The knife is beautiful, great materials, but it doesn't cut well. That's why I elected not to do the test. Not because I wanted to piss people off, not because I'm scared to use my knife. It's because the knife doesn't cut well. If you feel like I'm bullshitting you, then you go buy a tilt and you test it. And I hope that yours cuts better than mine. Because honestly, halfway through, again, honestly it doesn't cut that well. And that's why I elected not to do the test. I hope that clears up some points with you guys. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not mad about it. But some people just don't need to be presumptuous like that, because you might not know the full story before you make false claims. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.